And Jen, the last thing New Orleans needs is rain.
Exactly. Because we've already had too much, and then you have the pumps issues, and all in all, it's a big deal there if we get too much rain. Now we have a focus for showers across the south, like you saw on the radar, the forecast radar that Jim just showed. But there's also going to be a focus a little bit off to the north as well, wherever we get these clusters of storms to set up, and they become sort of the weather maker for the next 12 hours or so. We take a look at this forecast through the middle of the week. The front kind of drifts farther to the north. This is the same front we've just been dealing with, a stationary boundary across this area for more than a week now. It's going to keep us humid. It's going to keep us with the chance of showers and thunderstorms throughout most of the southeast pretty much all week long. A little more focus by Thursday into South Georgia, northern Florida, South Carolina, where, with a dew point of 77 degrees, you just feel like it has to rain. How can the atmosphere not? It's so humid out here. You've got a chance, and certainly a better chance getting into the end of the week. Birmingham today, tomorrow, then a break on Wednesday and Thursday, and then it gets hot near 90 when we get a break from the thunderstorms. So it's not just the south. We have the chance for thunderstorms turning severe at the tropics. What's happening here? Tropical storm Gert, which was 99L, which we've been tracking right all last week, is now tropical storm, and its winds are at 45 miles per hour. It still has a little bit of dry air and some shear off to the north up here, because you can see the absence of convection or thunderstorm activity there with that. As we put into motion the forecast path, and the models are very much in agreement as to where it's going to go, curving to the north and then quickly curving off to the northeast and accelerating Wednesday into Thursday. At this point, we're going to be looking at some jet stream energy coming into play, maybe taking on some extra tropical features at this point. But at any rate, it's going to help it intensify into a hurricane at that point, but it's still away from land. The key is going to be the rip current risk that it may generate here, especially from beaches, say up from the Delmarva to the Jersey Shore would be the ones most impacted by that, perhaps all the way up to the southern New England beaches as well. But it stays offshore. The front helps to do that. The trough off the east helps steer it away as well. So that's not a concern in terms of the eastern seaboard. Watching the rain too, everything's staying offshore as we get through the rest of the week. Then there's a new invest off the coast of Africa, Cantorian. What does that look like? AMHQ is your travel headquarters, always at 40 minutes past the hour. We've got some rain across the Ohio Valley this morning. So let's look at I-64 this hour. Louisville, Kentucky, one spot we're keeping an eye on. If you're driving through Charleston, West Virginia, dark clouds out there. There will be some scattered showers through the day today. Looking at the radar, Jackie, it won't be an all-day rain, but certainly there's a chance. I'm getting worried.
The pressure's on.
Yeah.
We're down to the final week, just 7 days left until the total solar eclipse.
Millions of people will be hitting the road to get to the path of totality. Now, one state in the path made a video to warn drivers about staying safe. Take a look.
That public service announcement. It goes on, by the way. Trooper Bob Barris of the South Carolina Highway Patrol, great guy. He joins us live this morning via Skype. All right, what are you briefed on, sir, on what to expect in the state of South Carolina?
Up and raises some really good points. What are your tips for helping drivers to stay safe?
Though, you can almost predict this a little bit. People are going to be driving along. They're going to be going slow anyway. They're going to want to pull. Hey, we're here. We're stuck in traffic. We're going to want to pull over and look at the eclipse. What do you say to them?
Says they're going to be that day. What are you guys going to be doing to help keep traffic flowing?
Bob Barris, always great talking to you, buddy. Hopefully I won't see you on a highway anytime soon, because that's usually not a good thing for me. Anyway, Jackie, let's talk about the...
Because that's the ship that, Dave Malkoff is going to be on. Right. They're watching that path very closely. All right, let's talk about these tropical waves that are going to feed into, what it's right now feeding into what's creating this next system. These invests out here come from these tropical waves, and it's not like a wave crashing on the shore. It's like a wave in the atmosphere, a wave of air, basically, that is driven by the fact that you've got the hot, dry desert, cooler land and air and water actually just to the south, and you get this difference in winds with stronger winds off to the north. That helps enable the circulation of air, and when you get these thunderstorms percolating out here, they start to rotate, and you get this rotation. These tropical waves often create some of the tropical storms that eventually track across the entire Atlantic Ocean, and these have the potential to be some of our strongest ones based on history, simply because they've got the most time, right, to develop. All right, Jack.